Check it out, guys. What a scene. There's the aviary. Gonna do a bird video today. It's finally a nice day. I know what you're looking at, you're thinking, it doesn't look that nice. I mean, it's beautiful, but how's the temperature? It's at -1 Celsius, that's about 30 Fahrenheit. I know for some of you that's cold, but it's a beautiful day here up in northern Canada, and we're gonna bring the birds out. Actually, Kulika will get them in the travel cages, like their transport cages, and then we'll show you when she brings them to the aviary, and then we're gonna do a bird video. And also keep watching. A reporter in the States sent me an email the other day asking for some information on the crows if I wouldn't mind giving. So we did, and she published a story, and I'll talk about that later, and I'll put the link below to it also. So keep watching the video. The birds get to go outside. So there's Kulika, guys. And there's the birds in their transport cages. Let's go a little closer. Now, they don't stay in here. This is how we transport them from the house to the aviary. So Kulika, head to the aviary now. It's the first one, and I'll let them out inside and we'll do a video with the birds in there. There she goes. There's the pup with a stick. Like I said, it's a nice day. For us, it's nice. Not for someone in California, maybe it isn't, but beautiful up here. Look how frosty the aviary is. As soon as you bang it a little bit, it'll all come off. There's such thick frost. So she's got the crows in, and then she's going to get the magpies next, and then I'll go in there and let them have a little fun, and we'll talk about that story the reporter did about crows. It's a really well-written story, a lot of good research, and it's a good read, so I'll be putting the link. You guys can read about that too. Now she's coming with the magpies. Pie and Spice and the pup. So she'll put them in there, and then I'll go in there and let them out. So I'll let them out. There they go. Let's get the crows out. Sometimes they don't always come out, all of them, but 2 are out. Who's still in there? Peach? Look, they're in the frosty aviary. Come on out. I think Peach is in there yet. There's Pie. Pie the magpie. They'll have a little snow bath too. Yeah, when it's colder out, they don't come out here. Because some have asked before, do you let them stay out there all winter when it's like that and no shelter? And no, we don't. On a nice day like this, they'll get out and get some air and go in the snow. They can handle some cold weather. They're not like they have to be like they're tropical birds or anything. These birds do live in the cold. It's just, usually it's the food source why the crows migrate from here. And the ravens stay year round, and they're going to get the food, right? And the crows don't want to compete. Come on, Peach. Peach. Peach, let's go. Come on, Peach. You'll be out right away. So Peach finally came out. They're all on the perches, and they are going down to the snow now and then. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. We sure did. And now that we're almost at the end of the year, this might be the last video we're doing this year. But you never know. I might do another one yet, but this might be it. And maybe the next one I do will come out in the new year. So we'll see. Anyways, wanted to talk about Carol from the Denver Gazette. Did a story on crows. So I'm going to put the link below to that story. And check it out. It's really good information there. And thanks for contacting us, Carol, so we could give you that information. And then she mentions our channel, and that's very nice of her. So yeah, now let's just do a video and talk a little bit more about the birds out here in the frosty aviary. Cherry's going at it today. Cherry! Now that's Cherry the crow there. If you're new to the channel, 4 of these birds are imprinted on us. And Cherry there making all the noise, he's not imprinted. He was rescued with the badly injured wing, and it had to be surgically repaired. You know, that's several years ago. He can't fly, but he's used to all his buddies here, like the other birds. And even though he's not imprinted, I'm sure he's used to his surroundings, and he'd rather be with all these other birds than just by himself. And they would have euthanized him. Like, they don't usually, you know, they don't usually repair injured bird wings unless they can release them. But they said he can't be released, and if he can't have someone to care for him properly, they would have to put him to sleep, right? So yeah, Cherry's the only one that's not imprinted, but he's like imprinted, right? The other birds are here, and he gets all his food and shelter from us. So I'm sure he knows his limitations. But that's for the new viewers, that maybe some new viewers have stepped into the channel here and you're wondering why they're in captivity. Well, they're all rescued birds, and 4 of them became imprinted. And if you want to Google imprinted, like an imprinted bird, what does that mean? You'll get a good explanation there, and then you'll understand what it means. Like, they can't be released. They just wouldn't mingle with the wild birds in the area, because that's the wild birds' territory, and they might harm these birds. It's been known to happen. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll try to answer it. Plus, there's going to be links to other videos. We'll put links, and there's lots of information there, like feeding and the story of these birds. So check those out if you're interested. There's a video, Pet Crow Acts Like a Dog, that's over 5 million views. It was just for fun, did it? But it's really good video. Like, she comes when I call her, and you know, and comes walking. It's a cute video. So I'll put a link to that one too below if you want to check it out. But we love these birds just like any family member. They mean everything to us, and we're responsible for them. We're committed to them, and we're going to keep them forever, as long as we can. You know, they might even outlive us, but whatever happens, happens. They're set up to go somewhere else if something would happen to us, and they have to be looked after. But it looks pretty cold, doesn't it? We had quite a bit of snow already. It wasn't even winter. It was far from winter here yet, and we had all this snow. It hasn't snowed in the last couple of weeks, but we've had some really brutal cold weather, and the birds couldn't go out. And eventually, when we'll build another aviary, probably in that area, and there'll be some shelter in there and stuff from wind and stuff, but still it won't be heated, so when it's really cold they'll still come in. But they can spend more time if they have shelter, you know, like nothing can fall in there. And we put a tarp or something on top so nothing falls on them. But once there's a roof, the roof will protect them. Look, somebody's having a bath over there. Crows can handle the cold weather, that's no problem. The director from the wildlife in Saskatoon told us, or I thought it was the cold weather why crows go south. He said, no, it's the food source. Once their food source is scarce, they go to areas where, look, some frost fell. They go to areas where the food is. He's pecking there, and you're clearing it up. Oh, good boy, Cherry. He wants to see you. He's wiping his beak. That's how he trims his beak too. Someone asked, how do the birds trim their beak? I think that Cherry taught the other birds how to trim their beak. You might say, how do I know that? Well, years and years ago, I hear some ravens in the area. I think he's responding to that. Cherry had a nice trim beak, but the other birds have hooked beaks. Well, we think that he trained, or they watched him, how he does it, and now the birds look after all their own beaks. Sometimes it's overgrown a bit, but then maybe a week later it's trimmed. So that's Maple in the middle. Her beak is perfect, so she has trimmed it. So we're going to credit Cherry with that. He gave some knowledge to the other crows here, and magpies. And magpies and crows all get along, as long as there's enough space for them. If they're in too close close quarters, well, I think the crows are going to overrule them. They'll dominate them. But if there's enough space, they tolerate them. They're all corvids, so they're in the same bird family. So guys, I'm going to let you go. Give a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And don't forget, check for that link below to that news story that Carol did for the Denver Gazette. It's a really well done story. So check that out and read it, and maybe you'll learn a few more things there. And also check the other links. I'll put some more information about these birds. If you're new to the channel, or even if you maybe have never seen them, you might have been around here but you haven't seen them. Check those links. We hope everyone had a great Christmas. And if we don't see you before the New Year, have a Happy New Year. We wish the best for everybody. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Check those links out. What's going on back there? See you.